Anybody hear me? Zoom in on these things for you guys. Major severe weather outbreak. Warnings, chases on the ground. Tornadoes, definitely. Damaging tornado, radar confirmed tornado. Let's check. That is a destructive tornado on the ground right there. If in this circle right here, in that circle, it's not a very good circle, but you can see it. This damaging tornado headed your way. Destructive tornado. Let's see if there's a debris signature. Large, massive debris signature. This blue right here, in that blue circle, let's see if I can change my color here. In that blue circle right there, that is debris getting lofted into the air. This is a major situation. This is a large, damaging tornado headed your way. If you are in New Boston, get into your safe area. Malta, safe areas as well. Even Boston, just south of New Boston. Old Salem is getting hit hard right now, potentially from a large tornado, or they're just to the north of it. Large damaging tornado on the ground. Massive debris signature. Huge. This is a damaging tornado. Damaging tornado. Large debris signature. And look at that rotation. That is some tight rotation. Oh my. Wow. It keeps getting bigger. Oh my goodness, guys. Tornado emergency. There is now a tornado emergency up for New Boston, anywhere north of a tornado emergency clobbered. If you live anywhere on the east and or north and south of this river, I don't know what river this is. I'm sorry, I'm not from around here, from New York, but this is a damaging, destructive tornado. Large debris signature with this thing. Very large debris signature. Look at that. That is a destructive tornado. It is going to cross Highway 30 here. It looks like it is going parallel with Highway 30, moving north at, let's see, it's moving north at 50 miles an hour. Tornado emergency for New Boston. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. Deadly tornado, guys. Look at that. Deadly tornado confirmed on the ground with this thing. Oh my. Get into your safe spots now. You don't have much time. This thing's moving at 50 miles an hour. 50 miles an hour. This is the biggest debris signature I've ever seen on radar. The biggest, by far. Look at that. Oh my. Look at that. And not to mention, we have more tornadoes. We got tornadoes down. We got a tornado down here, it looks like. There's a little debris signature right here. Looks like we got a nadir right here. It's radar indicated, but I believe that's a debris signature down here. Yeah, that's a tornado. Headed towards Lone Star, Texas. Headed towards Lone Star, Texas. Very New Boston. This is debris being lofted into the air. That's like a half-mile wide tornado on radar. Wow. Look at the hook echo right here. Let's look at the rotation real quick. Look at that rotation. Are you serious? I have never seen anything like this. That is a absolutely catastrophic tornado. If you're in New Boston, get in your states in this warning box right here. Please get into your safe areas. This thing it's not letting up. Actually, the debris ball just got bigger. Oh, whoops. Sorry, I'm playing with the radar a little bit. Alright. Very, very, very dangerous situation. This is going through New Boston currently. This looks to be a pretty heavily populated area. It looks like it might head just to the west of the actual city of New Boston here, which is very good news, but it is going to go through very populated areas. As you can see on the map, you can see all those roads and stuff. Just really incredible. This is a monster tornado. The debris signature. Wow. Just not a sight you want to see. The debris signature looks a little bit less than it was, but it's still definitely a damaging tornado. You can see it wrapping up here. Watch this. You see how big that debris ball was. Looks like it might be starting to. It might be filling in a little bit, which is good news. But still, if you're in Ashdown, Wilton, anywhere north, Woodstock, Smith Hill, any of these towns up here, get into your safe spots. The storm, with this type of supercell, honestly, it could lose strength and it could come right back. Signature like that ever, I don't think. Just unreal. Had some tornado reports. We had one up here in Kansas. Reports of house destroyed with a tornado. We've had some wind reports. Back in Dallas, they had some 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, as you can see right here on the screen. Another tornado report down here in, what is that? Near Cumbie, Texas. Several reports of a tornado moving toward I-30 near, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that word, Sulphur Springs, Texas, maybe. Still a tornado emergency up for Ashdown, New Boston, just outside of Texarkana. Check out these other tornado warnings. We got a tornado warning up here. Hole, to be honest with you guys, it's in a radar hole. But you can see that rotation. This rotation is if this is a tornado, it's definitely not as strong as the one that we just saw or is going on in New Boston currently. But you can see that broader. It has a much broader rotation area. So if this is a tornado, it's definitely not as strong as the one going through New Boston, but still a tornado, none other. So on Highway 5971. Get into your safe spots. This is down here for New Boston. Yeah, tornadoes getting stronger. The tornado is getting stronger again. We still got that CC drop. That's what you call that correlation coefficient. That's the debris signature, a CC drop. So we're seeing large debris being wafted into the air by the strong tornado here. Just went through New Boston, just east of, or west of New Boston, the city of New Boston. It's about to cross this river. I wish I knew the name of that river. I'm just going to call it the Texas River. If someone knows the name of it, put it in the chat, because I don't know. But still, Ashdown, Wilton, any of these towns up here in the tornado emergency box on Highway 32, Highway 234, Wallace, Arden, Rocky, Comfort, Foreman, all those areas. So, all right, the cities that need to watch out tonight. The area is going to be very unstable all through this evening until late tonight. If you're in Little Rock, any of these areas, really, I'm just going to circle an area real quick. Basically, if you're in anywhere in this area, you got to be ready for severe weather with this thing. This thing's not just going to die out once the sun goes down, and the sun probably has gone down in those areas. This thing's not going to die out. These storms are going to just keep going. There's moist, humid air, warm air in these areas, and it is going to keep going. We still got this radar-indicated tornado warning down here. I believe we have a debris signature, a very small one, if that is a debris signature at all. I'm not quite sure on that one. Don't quote me on that. It could just be birds flying in the sky for all I know. Okay. It's still got some pretty... yeah, you know what? Hold on. Yeah, I'm calling that a tornado. I'm going to say there's a tornado in that thing. Look at this rotation. There's some tight rotation right there. Or beginning to be tight rotation. I'm telling you right now. That's a nader. That's a tornado in that circle. Marietta. I don't know how to pronounce that. Marietta. Douglasville. Marietta, Douglasville. Anywhere in this warning box. Anywhere in here. Take shelter now. A tornado could be imminent in your area. Let's go check on the other tornado near New Boston. We have a large debris signature. Large debris ball. Large debris ball. Crossing the river right now. And it's still heading towards Wilton and Ashdown. Good news is there's no at some point near New Boston. We still have a tornado debris signature crossing the river now. It is headed into Arkansas right now. Still a tornado on the ground at this point. And we still have the observed tornado warning up here in Wicks, Arkansas. Heading due northeast. Alright, let me change the radar real quick. Okay. Right here. It's very broad, though. The rotation's very broad. But it is an observed tornado warning, so someone has spotted a tornado on the ground, and it is going right through Wicks currently. Wicks, Arkansas. Alright, let's check on this tornado warning down here. We have just to the east of Fort Smith, Arkansas, near Cole. It's going into Cole Hill now. We have you can see the bowing out line here. That's a bow echo. You can see that bowing out line right there. That is a bow echo currently. Moving into Cole Hill. It is a radar indicated tornado, but none other a tornado warning. Wow. Honestly, even if this isn't a tornado, you're still seeing really strong winds in this. Really strong. Here are some of those storm chasers right here. This is Storm Chaser Vince Welty.
Yeah, lightning is a very welcome thing right now because it allows us to actually see the storm.
Head towards Douglasville. Observed tornado warning. And this is now radar indicated, so let's see if we have a debris signature here. I can't quite tell if that's a debris signature, to be honest with you guys. It could just be just like I think Ashdown might be in the clear from this thing. Looks like it's heading a little bit further west. Debris signature has gone down tremendously. It's not, if this is a tornado, it's weakened a lot. It's probably, it's definitely on the weaker side. But you can see, if I put it in motion, it's huge. That was definitely a, let's find that rotation. All right, I think we do have some rotation down here. It's broad. It's very broad. Not too concerned with this one currently. But it is getting into that more up. I bet you right now, this one right here, in the next 10 minutes we'll have a warning on that. Just by how unstable the atmosphere is. This storm right here, I'll just watch out. It's going into Hope, Perrytown, Oak Haven, Prescott, Blevins. All those are, this is in Arkansas. And these storms are slowly making their way up due northeast. Hot Springs, Little Rock, Benton, you guys are next. Arkadelphia, is that how you pronounce that? You guys are up as well. They did just extend this tornado warning here. Storm that did produce that massive tornado going just to the east of New, I would say it has lifted. I don't think that's a tornado anymore. If it is a tornado, it is very small and like less than an EF1. Very small tornado. But still, if you're in Willen, Ashdown, Ben Lomond, Locksburg, You're next for a potential tornado. These things don't just give up. It's funny, there are no severe thunderstorm warnings. No severe thunderstorm warnings besides up here in Harrison, Arkansas. And we do have a tornado warning with this as well. There are a lot of tornado warnings today. Let's check. We do have some rotation here. You can see, I would say the rotation is, right here. And they did just extend it. They did just extend the tornado warning. I don't see a tornado on the ground, I believe. Yeah, Branson, Missouri. It is headed towards Branson. Be surprised if this thing put down a tornado. Get in your safe spots. Hail. Golf ball size hail. Power line snapped. Tornado report over here. We did just recently get a 60-mile-an-hour wind report. Rotating wall cloud, 65-mile-an-hour winds, broken trees with debris on roadway. Strong storms tonight. At this area, well, actually, you know what? Let me draw this a little differently. It's hard for me to draw on this thing. It's not touchscreen, so it's a little tough. This area right here is going to get hit real hard in the next few hours. All these little storms popping up right here are all dangerous. Especially this one right here. It's kind of in a radar hole though, so I can't really load that radar well. Alright, let's change this back. Observed tornado headed into Douglasville. If you are in Douglasville, Domino, you're next. And then heading into Texarkana City. A potentially damaging tornado is on the ground at this point. And we do have a debris signature. A small, but that is a debris signature. So there is a tornado moving towards Douglasville, Highway 77. I don't know if there's any community near Wright Patman Lake. Armstrong Landing, Panhandle, Overcup Landing, Panhandle, Douglasville, Gum Springs. Get in your safe spots. There is a tornado on the ground. Again, potentially damaging tornado headed towards Douglasville. And it is getting stronger. We have a larger debris signature about to head over I-77 to the west of Marietta, or east of Marietta. Might head just to the west of Douglasville, but again, still a populated area. That's a tornado. That is a debris signature on the ground. twin tornadoes? That's kind of interesting. O'Farrell, Redhead, Gum Springs, Red Hill, Gum Springs, Douglasville. Overcup Landing. It just went through Caseta. Let's check on this. We're in northern Arkansas, northwestern Arkansas. There is an observed tornado warning still for this one, but I cannot find where the tornado would be. Oh, here we go. Yeah, here. Let's see. Not much population here, but Shady, Hartley, Board Camp, Opal, Cherry Hill, Yocana, Big Fork. You guys are next for a potential damaging tornado. Here's all the areas up here that are going to be impacted by the Shady, less than 5 minutes. Board Camp, less than 11 minutes. Opal, 16 minutes. Pine Ridge, 23 minutes. It says total population is 0. So there's not much population here. Tornado warning. This is also an observed tornado warning, or observed tornado warnings we've had tonight, but it's a lot. This is another observed tornado warning. And we have a debris ball. Debris signature with this thing. Near Clarksville, Arkansas. But this thing is moving at 50 miles an hour to due northeast. You can see it's going to hit Woodland in 6 minutes. Ferris Springs, 16 minutes. You can see that. The map that I have here of where it's going to hit up on the top left corner of your screen. Get prepared. Hunker down. Tornado on the ground. Looks like it could be weakening a little bit. A little bit of a smaller debris signal, but still a tornado. I'm not very concerned with this at all, but still a damaging wind threat. We have a severe thunderstorm warning up for this thing. Yeah, I would say this is more of a damaging wind threat. You see that like bowing outline? We're seeing those damaging winds going through Harrison right now, Omaha, Bergman, Diamond City, you're next. Lead Hill, you're next as well. Anywhere in that path. I-60. Theodosia, Missouri, you're also up next. Let's check down here. All right. This is still an this is radar indicated now. This one is still observed down here. Observed tornado warning. Debris ball still there. Not as big anymore. Weakening a little bit, it seems. But there was a tornado on the ground just to the east or west of Douglasville. Put this in motion. We can see that debris ball show up. Went on for a while. I would say that it was on the ground from Highway 11 all the way to there. So that thing tracked for several miles, I would say. And then I think we have another tornado right here. That's a horrible circle. Forgive me. Oh my gosh. Let's try this again. Right there. We have another tornado to the west of Douglasville. Douglasville, you are dodging bullets. So it is going through O'Farrell, Midway, New Liberty, Antichoke, Springdale, Domino. You guys are up next. It looks like this tornado up here might have just got a little stronger. I believe there are 2 tornadoes in this storm. I'm serious. I believe there are 2 tornadoes. I believe both of these circles right here are tornadoes. I believe. I think this one is a little bit weaker. I think this one's a little stronger. Not quite sure. There is that rotation still, actually. Right here. But I'm not seeing a tornado on the ground with this thing. We still have this observed tornado warning. North of Wicks, Arkansas. Observed tornado warning. Right here. It's heading into Odin. If you're in Odin, take shelter. If you're anywhere in this warning box, take shelter. Guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate this. If you just tuned in, we're tracking a damaging severe weather outbreak. Not too long ago, we had a destructive confirmed tornado go through New Boston, Arkansas. New Boston, Arkansas anymore. Oh, there it is. Let's see if I can play this back far enough, you guys can see it. So there's New Boston. Yeah, watch of New Boston. Don't pick on me for it. Dissipate. Sorry, guys, I'm texting right now to my uncle in Arkansas. Or all right. If you guys just tuned in, we're tracking 7 or 8 tornado warnings currently. We have 4 tornado warnings in Arkansas. To the west of Little Rock, to the west of Hot Springs. We have 3 in Texas. Let's check on this. They dropped the observed tornado warning on this one. We'll check out the velocity here. And it's not tight. The rotation's not tight anymore. So I would say there's still, I'm not saying there's not a tornado. Let's put it that way. There is no debris ball signature, but I'm not saying there's no tornado. If you are in Texarkana, get in your safe spots. These storms are no joke tonight. There have been. Next up, guys, Little Rock, Hot Springs Village, Hot Springs, Benton, Conway. Anybody in northeastern Arkansas, or basically anywhere in Arkansas currently, unless you're west of Russellville, going through that line currently. If you're west of this line, if you're anywhere west of the line, you're done. You're done with the storms. It might just be a little windy from the front going through, but you're done with the storms. But Little Rock, Mayflower, Conway, Hot Springs, Benton, anywhere north or basically eastern, central and eastern Arkansas, you guys are next. They have extended this tornado warning up here near Mineral Springs, Nashville, Dirks, Locksburg, Ben Lomond. I'm butchering these names. I know I am. There actually is a decent amount of rotation in this one going to the east or almost right over Ben Lomond. I'm not saying there's a tornado, but there is some pretty tight rotation there. No safe spots. Anywhere in this red shade, anywhere in the red box. Texarkana. You guys need to be ready for a tornado, potential tornado here. Be ready for a potential tornado. This tornado box could extend. If not, damaging winds will accompany this. You can see that really sharp cutoff there. Really sharp cutoff here. I do not see a debris signature heading into Redwater. No debris signature. But remember, this storm... So Douglasville could have just dodged a bullet. Calling these towns in Texas, Arkansas. I must keep doing that, and I'm sorry about that. I don't know why. I'm just focused. I'm really focused on Arkansas right now. But I know I'm not telling you if Texarkana is in Texas or Arkansas because it's right on the border. But I'm just gonna call it Arkansas. Redwater. They just extended the tornado warning. Texarkana, you are in the tornado warning. Ogden, Fulton, McNabb, you guys are next. Hope, in the next 40 minutes. 30 minutes, I would say. You guys are next. Let's draw a storm track here. You can see. Hope, about 40 minutes. Half an hour. Right around a half an hour, you guys are up next. Anywhere in the warning box, take shelter now. These storms are not playing tonight. They're not playing. Alright guys, I'm going to go take a break real quick. I had to grab that ice cream. I had to grab that late night snack. No, if you have just joined the live stream, we have, and they're headed into Arkansas. They are headed into Arkansas. Ouachita National Forest, some national forest, but headed into Aden, a potential tornado, a observed tornado, technically. But thankfully, this is not a very populated area, so that's good news. But there is no debris signature, so that is interesting. But we do have that very, very strong rotation there. Definitely some strong rotation with that. So if you're anywhere in that warning box, this one's looking a little more interesting now. Before it didn't really look like anything, but now it's starting to get a lot tighter of rotation down here on that southern tip of it. Let me just take a bite of my ice cream real quick. Oh, yeah. All right. So, I would say if you're in Carthage, Beckville, northeast or northwest of Mount Enterprise, take shelter now. A potential tornado is on the way. And I would say almost at this point it is confirmed. That rotation just got a lot stronger. Let's see if there is any CC drop. I'm not seeing any debris yet. Let's say the northwestern tip of Louisiana needs to watch out for this system. This storm they need to watch out for. Into Texarkana signature popping up here. We might. I'm not saying it's a tornado, but if this is a tornado, this is where the most rotation is. This is heading into Red Lick, Nash, Texas, Ogden, Arkansas, in Texarkana, right on the border of Arkansas and Texas. I'm not gonna name its gender, Texas or Arkansas, but it is one of those. There's that leading edge of that storm. Sorry, guys, I keep taking a pause here. I'm just tornado warning up north here. Radar indicator. Anyway, I'm just going to call it the National Forest. Heading into the National Forest, Aden, Sims, these very small towns. Thankfully, there's not much civilization there. Still an observed tornado warning. Up north here in northwestern Arkansas. Coal Hill. Just went through Coal Hill. Just went through Clark. So that's good news. We do have a new tornado warning. Also, it has a very big straight line winds. You can see that severe thunderstorm warning there for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. And you can see that rotation there. And you could also see the very, that just kind of broad, like, outward flow there. The wind's pushing towards the radar. You can see that very clearly there. Missouri, get in your safe spots. I haven't heard a confuzz. There was a tornado emergency for that area, unfortunately, and there was definitely an extremely dangerous, very strong tornado that definitely touched down somewhere near New Boston about an hour ago. So, my prayers go out to them. If you're just tuning in, this is severe weather coverage. A very rare, moderate risk on November. Destructive storms. Destructive storms tonight. Currently, we only have one observed tornado warning. And it's in basically a forest. So I'm not Mount Ida in Sim. All right, guys. Let's see if Storm Chaser Vince Welty. Looks like he stopped in the road. Yeah, I guess that's what happened. So there was just a confirmed tornado with this system that is still tornado warned, headed into Texarkana. It is now radar indicated. It is not an observed tornado warning. Oh, hold on. And we just had another tornado indicated on the radar here. This is in Naples. This is that same storm where I said Douglasville dodged a bullet. I said Douglasville had a tornado on both sides of it. And look at this. Here's Douglasville. And the tornadoes literally were parallel to it. I'm telling you, these tracked like this. Parallel to Douglas City. Those are the worst arrows I've ever seen. But, look at this report. Considerable trees uproot and or snap near Naples and just east of Naples in extreme northwest Class County. Tornado debris signature correlates to damage being result of tornado across this area. These ones down here. No tornado debris signature. Or CC drop. There is that area of rotation, though, in the southern tip of the storm. To the west of Henderson, up here in Oklahoma. And we had two just reported down here in that storm headed towards Texarkana. And we had one over here near, what is that? Something Springs. Sulphur Springs. And another tornado report has come in. Widespread trees down near and just south of the I-30 corridor, south and west of New Boston. South and west of New Boston. That is where that tornado went through. Tornado debris signature correlates to damage being a result of a tornado. Sooner than later, we're going to see a tornado report come up right here. That's where that tornado debris signature was. Still got this tornado warning headed into Texarkana. Going through it right now, going through that city. We do have some rotation. Let's see. Do we have a debris signature? No debris signature. Good news. That does not mean there's not a tornado, though. Shelters. Not much has changed here in the last couple minutes. They just dropped the warning for Texarkana, Hope, and McNabb. Anywhere in this area, they just dropped the warning. I'm still not gonna. You shouldn't let up your guard. All right, guys, they have dropped the tornado warnings for this line currently, and this line is headed. All right, guys, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back. I gotta go somewhere where I can eat this ice cream a little faster because it's kind of just melting right now. But I will be right back. Alright, guys. I am back. Alright, if you're just joining, live severe weather coverage for Arkansas, Texas, Louisiana, and Oklahoma. I would say now, though, it's mostly just Arkansas, Texas, and Louisiana. I do not know why my radar is... Try this again. Alright. Moving. We have two more tornado reports. In that cell, that was tornado warned, and it was an observed tornado warning in this line not too long ago. Two tornado reports and a damage report. Reports of trees down. Also took down a power line, possible tornado. We have a few radar indicated tornadoes currently. Nothing crazy currently. We do have this. I would say what I'm most concerned about currently is actually this line right here, headed into Hope. This line right here is definitely going to have some damaging straight line winds in it, and of course possibly a tornado. And you can see it says it is a it says 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter size hail. So definitely a very strong line of storms coming through Hope in those areas. Yeah, we're seeing you can see these winds move to the ground. You could see these winds mix to the ground. So Hope oh man, I'm gonna butcher these names again. Hope, Patmos, Garland, Stamps, Kale, Roston, Willsville, Fulton. You guys are up for potentially some pretty damaging straight line winds with this system, with this storm currently. And I would not rule out a embedded tornado being down here. This little guy I'm concerned about. It's gonna hit Cushing, Mount Enterprise, Carthage. You guys need to be ready for this storm. That could be a debris signature. That could be debris. Let's check the rotation here. Yeah, we definitely have some strong rotation on this one, on that southern side right there. That could be a tornado. I would say if you're in Becksville, if you're on Highway 59, parallel to Highway 59, it is going. All right. Hope everybody's enjoying this. Thanks for tuning in. Again, tracking severe weather now into Arkansas and Louisiana, or Arkansas, eastern Texas, and Louisiana. I'm sure Texarkana just got very strong straight line winds with this storm right here. Same with Prescott, Hope, Stamps, Waldo, and Magnolia. Hook Echo. Hook Echo down here. We're starting to see something ramp up here. This storm right here, this little hook on that end right there, that's looking a little eerie. That's looking a little eerie. Near Cushing and south of Mount Enterprise, Texas. I do not see a debris signature. All right. All right, let's check out this tornado warning up here. This is radar indicated. The same storm, or not quite the same storm, but on the same track as the ones that prompted these tornado reports up here near Ozark and Coal Hill. This is heading into Danville and Ola, heading into Russellville. This has a potential tornado. Radar indicated. Let's check out the velocity. And it does have some, it has very wide rotation in it. Very, very wide rotation. I'm not calling it a tornado, but definitely damaging straight line winds. No debris ball, no debris ball. I actually didn't get that wrong. Radar indicated tornado warning. Severe thunderstorm warnings. A couple into Missouri here with this system. One that I'm more concerned about for damaging winds. North of Little Rock, north of Conway. Severe thunderstorm warning. And then, of course, we have this tornado warning to the north and west of Little Rock, south of Russellville. We have a tornado warning south of Hot Springs, near Amity, to the west of Arkadelphia. Nothing new, though. Not much currently going on. We still have the 2 tornado warnings heading into Danville, Ola, south of Russellville. No matter what, all these storms have that potential for that damaging straight line wind. No observed tornado warnings at this time. Good news. I would be shocked if they are losing their strength already, but I guess it's not impossible. Weather. Just because there are no tornado warnings currently does not mean anyone's out of the woods yet. For the southern side of this western tip of Louisiana, tornado warnings on this line itself. Still a tornado warning in Danville, Ola, and south of Russellville. These storms right here headed towards Hope. These are going to be the ones that impact Little Rock. Areas a little south of Little Rock. But again, not too concerned with these tornado warnings currently. I am a little more concerned about this one. Up in Danville, Arkansas. But still, I don't see a tornado on the ground with this one. No tornado on the Hope, Prescott, Camden, Stamps, Waldo, Magnolia. I would say that there's always a possibility in the stable to say. There looks like there might be some rotation trying to start up here. That's what that little potentially that little white dot is right there. But I'm not too concerned about it at this point. I'm more just concerned about those straight line winds in this system. They did just extend the tornado warning for Amity, and this one is on a beeline towards Hot Springs. It is headed towards Hot Springs, and next there is seeing a tornado currently. No correlation coefficient. There's not a tornado on the ground. Take this as there is a tornado. Your safe shelters: Midway, Donaldson. Let's check on the Russellville, headed towards Russellville. I am, however, if you are in Russellville, Danville, see what happens here. Not a lot. It's broad. It's very broad. So that's a good thing. There's no tight rotation in it. Oh my goodness, I'm going to butcher this. Dardanelli? That could be totally wrong. Get ready. Get your preparations ready just in case they extend this tornado warning. But Danville, Plainview, and Ola, get in your safe shelters now if you're not already. I'm really happy to do this anytime when there's a severe weather event like this, even if not many people are watching. But I periodically am checking the chat on my phone, seeing some things you guys are saying. Thanks for hopping on here, guys. Damaging straight line winds are on the way with this system, and you never can rule out a possible tornado with these as well. But there is still, I would say, a little bit of rotation in the end of that, but not as much as there was. So To Arkansas, this is just beginning. Let's check this out. So most of these systems are about to get out of the moderate risk area, which is this red shade here, which is good news. That's the highest risk area. But Little Rock, Conway, Cabot, you guys, Pine Bluff, anywhere in this orange-ish shade area here, you are still in that enhanced risk for severe weather. So just because I said you're not in the highest risk, don't take your, I guess, stages of the severe weather. You can say like this light green out here is general thunderstorms. Then you got marginal, slight risk, enhanced risk, moderate risk. So that dark green is marginal, yellow slight risk, and the orange is enhanced risk. Guys, this is a picture. This is a picture from New Boston about an hour and a half ago. Look at the size of that potential tornado there. This was from New Boston. Someone sent it in for me. And that's exactly what we saw on the radar there. That's exactly what we saw in New Boston. That large correlation, the CC drop that blew moorings and was in their safe shelters for that. And again, we still have this, but I'm not seeing anything super shady currently. Nothing super shady. Check this out, guys. Look at this. This is a pretty cool thing. You don't really have to pay for it. I did pay for it so I can get some of the cool features like this. But it is a really neat app, and I highly recommend getting it, especially if you live in tornado-prone areas like Arkansas. Line, it is currently going through Hope. Hope, Garland, Patmos, Bodka, Willsville, Roston, and Kale. This special weather statement as well in that blue box. So anywhere in those areas, we still have tornado warnings up for Danville and Amity. This one near Amity headed towards Hot Springs. We still have a tornado warning. It is, however, radar indicated. It is not an observed tornado. Which kind of stinks. But right here on that storm. So you still can see that rotation a little bit. No debris signature. They did just put a severe thunderstorm warning out. A new severe thunderstorm warning. Let's make this a little bit bigger. This guy. I don't know, that might be a little too big, but whatever. A severe thunderstorm warning out for that. 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. No rotation in it. The ones a little bit in front of the storm line where they can kind of just combust themselves. They get the energy from... That's why I was saying, these little cells out here, I'm not saying they're going to do anything, but these little guys are the most dangerous ones. And I don't know if that's the case right now, but I know earlier in the day it was. That's what happened to New Boston. It was one of those kind of lonely cells before it linked up with the storm itself. We still have 2 tornado warnings as of now if you're just joining. 2 tornado warnings. We have a severe thunderstorm warning near Hope. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning Headed into Louisiana, Wascom, Texas, Blanchard, Louisiana. I think that it's going to go just north of Shreveport, Boys. Wow, these are really tough names. Not like New York, guys. Boiser City, Blanchard, Mooring Sport, Benton. Guys, tractor trailer overturned on I-30. On I-30 bridge over the Red River in Fulton, Arkansas, blocking both east and westbound lanes. So, like, anywhere down this line, you're seeing those damaging straight line winds. Anywhere, you're seeing those straight line winds. So, hope is getting tornado is possible as well. North of these areas, we have 2 straight line winds. And the same for Highway 65 north of Little Rock and Conway, south of Mountain Home. You guys are in for potentially some damaging straight line winds with this system. I think the real story, though, is going to happen in this area. This is where we're going to see those most severe storms, in that yellow shade area. We still have the 2 tornado warnings up for Amity, and there's no tornado warning currently for Russellville. But this tornado warning expires in 13 minutes, and they might extend it and they might not. You never know. And let's look at the it actually looks like it might be strengthening a little bit. And actually, I'm getting a little concerned with this one. It's getting a little tail on it right there. That's something to watch. We'll watch out on that. Let's look at the velocity. Dardanelli, Bethel, Pottsville, Russellville. You guys are next for this one. If anything, damaging straight line winds. There might be some rotation forming in this one. That little one that I was just talking about. There might be some rotation forming in the end of that little hook there. Definitely something to watch. Yeah, it's still on a radar hole. Not. I'm really not like. You can see it on the radar too. We'll play it. I'm also a little concerned about the Amity. We still have that damaging wind threat with the southern end of this line just getting out of Texas to the east of Longview, Texas. And it is making its way east. Fast. It's moving fast. You can see how fast it's moving. Blocking both sides of the highway. Little Rock needs to be ready. This storm has not let up. There is still a tornado warning. We still have a radar indicated tornado warning. And any warning today should not be taken lightly. I'm not seeing a tornado in this currently, but it doesn't mean there isn't one. And it's still in that radar hole, unfortunately. I can't get a good view on that rotation. But I can get a good view on the one up here near Russellville. And it's very broad. Like I said last time, the rotation, there's not tight rotation up here near. Alright. On our wind gusts. We still have that severe thunderstorm warning to the deeper south heading into Louisiana for possible tornado, quarter-sized hail, and 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts. I'm very surprised they still have this special weather statement out. I think that it should be a severe thunderstorm warning. We still have the the tornado warning up though. if anybody has any pictures of damage or tornadoes or any weather related content from today, send it to my Gmail. It is in my description of my channel. You'll see it right there. Click on it and send any pictures or videos to me that you would like, and we can share them on the screen or on the stream. Nothing looking too different currently. Still have that. Uh, we still have that tornado warning headed towards Russellville, which I at this point don't think they'll extend it. We'll see here in the next couple minutes. We have the tornado warning in Amity, which I do think they could extend. It's still looking pretty strong. And then, of course, the severe thunderstorm warning just to the north and west of Hot Springs Village, which we also can't let our guard down on because these storms all have that chance for tornadoes. But no new tornado warnings currently. No new warnings at this time. Hold on, guys. 1 second. I'm going to take a quick break. Get a little drink of water. Alright, I'm back. Oh, okay. Let's see. Well, it looks like they dropped the severe thunderstorm warning that was right here near Hope. They dropped it. But I still would expect damaging straight line winds with that. Also, they dropped the tornado warning for Russellville, which I thought was going to happen. But they kept the tornado warning for Hot Springs. There still is a tornado warning. Not have any observed. You have that one for damaging straight line winds to it. I'm surprised about that. I would say if you're still near that line, I would damaging straight line winds. Looks like things are starting to wind down a little bit. Oh, they just issued a special weather statement. Yeah, they still have it for gusts up to 50 for that line itself. So, still some gusty winds. If I had to guess, I would say that. Well, this is obviously our strongest storm right now. This one circled in yellow there with the tornado warning on it. And it honestly looks like it's getting stronger, so we're definitely going to monitor that. But if I had to guess, in front of this line, someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but my guess is that it's got to be pretty windy in front of this line. It has to be. Just with the strength of this system, there's got to be some strong winds in front of this line. It's probably getting stronger, too. As it gets closer, it's probably getting a little stronger, and once it passes, that wind will really die down. Magnet code. I would have been able to tell if there was a rotation or not, but they did just drop that tornado warning that was just up for Hot Springs. So that's good news. That's really good news. They just dropped that tornado warning. So we actually have no... And north of that near... But anybody in front of this line needs to be ready for very strong straight line winds. Let's see, is anything else going on in the U.S.? Not much. We do got some tropical development potentially, though. 50% chance of development, and I think that this thing is it might develop, and I think it's just gonna ride up the coast. I think up north, the northeast, really the east coast, I think all could have. This could turn into a nor'easter, I think, because I think that there's gonna be like a front that comes through and pushes it out east, but. We'll see what happens with that. Let's see what's going on here still. We still have those severe thunderstorm warnings. But no tornado warnings. Nothing. Nada. Which is great news. No new warnings. Risk for severe weather as well. Not even close to as high, but we do have that, the marginal risk down here for New Orleans, Louisiana, in areas like that, where we could see some damaging winds, really damaging winds. These storms are moving into that enhanced risk area, so they're about to be higher than expected right now. But I'm not gonna really say anything because it's back here in that 10%, 15% tornado risk. But on risk, so going down for a little while, but they all got that chance. Other event that's happening. Dalphia, maybe. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. Still damaging winds. It's in that radar hole, which stinks. I'm not going to use that correlation coefficient because, or the velocity, because I can't. It's just in a radar hole. It's like right on the edge of the radar's reach, so I can't read it. But yes, new severe thunderstorm warning extended. Headed into Gurdon, Arkadelphia, Malvern, Benton, Sheridan. What is like? Is Arkansas like hour and a half behind the East Coast or something for time? Like it's like an hour and a half or something. So what is it like? 9 o'clock there? I don't know. All I know is that it's almost 11 o'clock here. So it's getting a little late here. But I think if by end the stream, because I am getting a little bit this gap right here. Again, no new warnings. Something to watch for. Severe thunderstorm warnings, and I shouldn't say just because they in Arkansas, large, no tornado warnings at this time. Earlier down there and a very EF3, EF4 tornado. Make sure if you makes me feel more motivated to do these things. And it's not that I don't like doing it. I actually very much Gurdon, this bow right here. This bow out. That's some very strong winds with that. Definitely. Definitely some strong winds with that. No new warnings. Earlier than expected, but we're still seeing those located. There is some definite rotation right there. Of course, now I gotta change the color again. Right here. We got that rotation. South of Little Rock. That's right when they called that tornado warning. But we do have streaming. Definitely gonna hope power. Whoops. I'm gonna draw a line here. Basically, if you are anywhere in this area, you need to be ready for potentially damaging severe weather coming up here in the next hour. Especially now that that new tornado warning's issued down here. So, I'm gonna send you guys off. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna get some rest. And guys, don't be scared. Be prepared. That's a good thing. That's a good thing to say. Don't be scared. Be prepared. Just thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Be weather alert if you're in Arkansas, Little Rock, Brenton, anywhere over there, even Forest City, way over here, everywhere. You guys gotta be ready for severe weather. I mean, that wouldn't be for hours, but still, you gotta be ready for it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next stream. Thanks, guys.